guys, today I want to talk about 7th chords, specifically 6-string root note 7th chords. These positions and voicings are heavily used in jazz, neo-soul, funk, R&B, but they do have applications in just about any type of music if you get creative. And what's really cool is like everything on guitar, these are movable. And I'll show you what that means when we get to it. Alright, now we're going to do everything out of C to keep things simple. C has no sharps or flats in it. So we're going to kick it off with a C major 7. On the 6th string, that's played way up here. That's what it sounds like. So everything's going to be done between the 8th and 9th frets. And with this chord, you're not hitting the 5th string. You're going to mute that. And you're not hitting the high E. You're going to mute that, or just don't play it. If you're playing with a pick, you're strumming, you're going to have to mute those. If you're playing finger style, you can either mute them or just don't play them. Alright, so we're hitting 8, dud, 9, 9, 8, dud. Now you're going to absolutely need to know your major scale for this. And if you do, you know that to make up a major chord, you take the 1st, the 3rd, and the 5th of the scale of the key you're in. So to make a major 7 chord, you are adding in the 7th degree of that scale. Cool trick to remember is your 7th is always going to be 1 semitone below your octave. So you can count up to find that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's your major 7, because there's your C again. So what's making up this chord is the 1 on the 6th string, the 3 is on the 3rd string, the 5 is on the 2nd string, and the 7 is on the 4th string. Now I'm playing this chord with my thumb over the top to catch the root note. You don't have to do that. I find it much easier and more versatile because then I can do embellishments. But you can also play this chord with your pointer finger on the 6th string. I find that limiting, but a lot of people play it that way. So that's our C major 7. Now to get a C7, or C dominant 7, you have to flat the 7th. And that's that bluesier sound, you know, like if you're playing that down here. Dominant 7s are very blues oriented, also in jazz and everything too, but that's the sound of the blues basically is a dominant 7 chord. And as I said, that's a flat 7. So to get to that, we know that if the 4th string with this shape is our major 7, you're going to slide that down a half a step. So you can change your fingering to do that. And now we are playing 8, dud, 8, 9, 8, dud. So now we are root 3, 5, flat 7. And we're still right there. We changed, these 3 fingers, but we still have the root note right there. Now to switch into a minor 7, which is still a dominant 7 sound, you can do this shape. A lot of people play it this way, so you're going to bar the middle 3 strings with your middle finger and bring your pointer finger up on that root note. Or for all of these, I just keep my thumb right there. And just basically wrap your fingers right around the neck like that. Bar those middle 3. So now we're playing 8, dud, 8, 8, 8, dud. Okay? That's a C minor 7. And now the notes go 1, flat 3, right? To get a minor chord, you just flat the 3. So 1, flat 3, 5, flat 7. Because if you do a major 7 on a minor chord, that is a chord. It's not the chord we're looking for, though. Okay, so we got major 7, dominant 7, minor 7, alright, and like I said, these are movable, so with that minor 7, that's a C. If I come down here, it's a G. Alright, that sounds nice as hell. Alright, now we're going to do a half diminished. What a half diminished is when you're flatting the 5 as well. So now everything is flatted except for the 1, except for the root note. To make that shape, you're going to make the same shape you made for the major 7, down a half step. So to go from the minor into the diminished, we're bringing that second string down to the 7th fret. So now our notes go 1, flat 3, flat 5, flat 7. That's the sound you're looking for. And then for a whole diminished, we're going to flat the 7 again. You might be thinking, well, why is that? It's a 6, right? It is technically, but for the sake of chord construction, we call it a double flat 7 or a flat flat 7. That might sound ridiculous, but that's the way it goes. So now our notes are 1, flat 3, flat 5, double flat 7. And that looks like this. That's the same shape as the dominant, down a half step. That's a little weird to play that way, but I still find it the easiest. Now diminished, a full diminished chord, I think I'm going to do a whole video on diminished at some point. I'll just say quick that a diminished is very cool because the way they're built, if you move that chord 3 frets in either direction, up or down, it's the same chord. It's a different inversion of the same chord, which comes in very useful, and it's very versatile. But we won't get into that right now. I just want to show you these shapes. Okay, so we have major 7, which is 1, 3, 5, 7. We have dominant 7, which is 1, 3, 5, flat 7. We have minor 7, 1, flat 3, 5, 7, flat 7. We have half diminished 7, 1, flat 3, flat 5, flat 7. And we have whole diminished 1, flat 3, flat 5, double flat 7. Now that might be a lot to take in theory-wise, me throwing all those numbers at you, but if you're good with your major scale, you'll know what I'm saying. If you're not, learn that, start drilling it. I have another video I did on chord construction and how to build a chord progression, and I get pretty deep on the major scale in that if you want to check that video out. And I show you how to make seventh chords out of triads and stuff like that. For now, I just wanted to show you these shapes because it's very cool. They're all right there, and you can move them anywhere on the neck. You know, what I was playing in the beginning, that's a A minor 7, F major 7, G dominant 7, back to that A minor. And that's all with the 6-string root notes, right? When I first learned these, it was pretty easy for me to remember. Take them in that order I showed you. You're just moving one finger at a time, one note at a time, dropping it down. Once you get that down, come back up with it, start mixing them up, do them randomly, and just drill those shapes, and you'll have those chords down. I'll be doing follow-up videos after this, showing you the same chords with the 5th string root note and then the 4th string root note. And then we'll probably get into inversions after that. But, you know, stick with this video for a little while. Like I said, check out the other one talking about the major scale and everything, chord construction. If this was helpful to you guys, if you enjoy what I'm doing, please consider subscribing. Hit it with a like, hit the bell notification so you know when I'm putting up videos. And yeah, thanks guys.